people, it's Rickita. I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to answer some of the questions that I've gotten on my YouTube channel. So I got a lot of questions and I want to answer them for you all. If you guys ever have any questions, make sure you go ahead and drop those questions down below in the comments, and then I'll be happy to go over those questions in a live video just like this. So some of these questions is like, I don't know, because I don't know their credit score, but some of these questions I think I can easily just answer them. And if you guys are watching this because you want to learn more, I think that you guys are definitely going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot by just listening to some of them. So let's go ahead and start them off. So the first one asks, do I need to use a US bank? Do I need a US bank account to cash out, or can I use my own? So I'm guessing they already have like an account with them already. I'm not sure if they already have an account. Then that's probably most likely have a credit card, and they want to know if they have to have an account to probably do the cash back. I think that's the biggest thing. So let me go ahead and answer that. So you will be required to have a US bank account. If you have a credit card with US Bank and you want to get your cash back, you are going to be required to have an account. If you do not have an account with them, you can always ask for a statement credit, and then they can actually give you your cash back or your rewards right through your statement. So that is an option. You are not able to use like an outside account. You have to have an account with US Bank. Now, sometimes people just want to get that cash back. I tell people just get the statement credit, because a lot of times that statement credit can be added right then and there. And that statement credit is just paying off your account regardless, because you're going to have to put that money in that account anyway. So go ahead and just get the statement credit if you guys are trying to, get your cash back. Just get the statement credit. Like I had my Tumo card. I just had like $61 basically in rewards, and they just gave me a statement credit because I would have had to put that money on that account anyway. So I just asked them for the credit, and they just credit my account. And with them, they just call it points. But since I just cashed that out, I don't have those points anymore. So I don't have any points on that account anymore. But it made it so that I have to pay less now, which is really good. I had the points redemption. So it was $65.76. They put it right on my account. So I was like, okay, good, perfect. That's less money that I have to pay. And with my Tumo, I have to pay that money. Like if you was to use your Tumo card, that money's due on Sunday. Like it's like a charge card. You're not going to be able to hold a balance on that. So with y'all having a US bank account, a lot of that stuff you have one day when it's going to be available. So if you go ahead and just ask for a statement credit, then it's less money that you have to put, on your account. You have to pay anyway. So hopefully that helps. It is okay to have 2 Open Sky credit cards, but I just suggest that people just get 1 Open Sky credit card, start building your credit up, and then try to see if you can get approved for other credit cards. I just don't think that you need to have 2 of the same credit cards, especially a secure credit card like Open Sky. A lot of times, Open Sky may be able to graduate your secure card. That's the new feature that they have. They may be able to graduate it. When that graduates, then you need to go ahead and get other credit cards, because your credit score should be a lot higher by that point. You shouldn't get 2 of those. Try to get other credit cards like the Credit Builder card. Try to get like a Navy Federal, Discover Secure card, Capital One credit card, but you don't need 2 Open Sky secure credit cards. I suggest you go ahead and get other secure credit cards if you need to just try to build your credit. Now, I talked to Open Sky, and they was telling me like, yes, we are definitely graduating people now. Because at first, Open Sky, you didn't get to graduate that. That's not like what they had. But now they have it where you're able to actually have that graduated. So that's good. And they did say you can apply for another one. But in my head, I'm thinking, I'm seeing so many people increase their credit score with Open Sky, and in 3 months be able to get a lot of credit cards that's unsecured. So in my mind, it's like, why would you want to do that? Like, why would you want to go that route to get another Open Sky card? Just leave it alone, you guys. You don't have to get another Open Sky card. You'll be good with just that one that you have, and start building your credit with that one. So whenever you apply for a credit card, your credit score is probably going to go down most likely anyway because you got a hard inquiry. It don't matter if you're approved or denied, just the point that you got that hard inquiry is going to be the reason why your credit score is going to go down. So don't think, oh my gosh, how much my credit score is going to go down if I get denied. Whether you get approved or you get denied, your credit score is going to go down. So understand it's the hard inquiry that's making your credit score go down, not whether or not you're getting approved or denied for a credit card. So I see a lot of people, you're in the process of trying to get credit cards. And my model now, when it comes down to getting credit cards, is if you want a credit card, go ahead and get it. Don't think too hard. If you want the credit card, just go ahead and apply for it and try to get approved for it. Don't think too hard about it. One second, you guys. I think someone's here. I tell people a lot of times to apply for a credit card with your local credit union, because a lot of the local credit unions, when you apply for a credit card, do a balance transfer, they'll send a check out to all those companies that you want to do a balance transfer for automatically for you. So try your local credit union. When I applied for a credit card, I got approved for $6,000 with my local credit union. And they told me, hey, we need to pay off these credit cards, but we need you to close them also. So they actually sent the check out to pay those off. Nothing I need to do. I just need to let them know which companies. They already seen on my credit reports anyway, and then they mailed out the checks to those companies. So try your local credit union and see, if that's something that they can offer you guys. A lot of people really, really, really like sleep on these credit unions. Credit unions are really great, especially your local credit union, because a lot of times they don't have a lot of automated systems. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times the person you're talking to right in front of you can be the person that can approve you. And if you don't have the best of credit and, maybe you have a few things on your credit, you can be able to tell them, hey, I have this problem, but I still want to be able to, get the credit card. And then they can try to do some wiggling around of things to get you approved. So I always tell people, just try to see if you can actually get approved with your local credit union, because that may be the best option for you. You are not able to get any Navy Federal credit cards without having an account with Navy Federal first. So I suggest go ahead and get a savings account with Navy Federal. When I got my account with Navy Federal, I called over the phone. I got my account and say, hey, my granddad is in I just asked for an account. She said, how do you qualify? I said, my granddad is in the Navy, and she set up my account. I didn't have to send in any type of verification or anything. It was very easy for me to get the account with them. And then I applied for a credit card. So you can do the same thing. I literally recently just got my kids' savings accounts with them. I have business accounts with them. So definitely you have to have an account with Navy Federal before you can actually get a credit card. But it's very, very easy to get these accounts, you guys. You can call, you can do it over the phone, you can go right in and get the account. And then if you don't have certain verifications, then let them know that and see what options you have to say, hey, I don't have the verification for, some people say their father passed away, but he was in the military. I would say tell them that and see what they say, and then just go from there. But you do need to have an account. You really do need to have an account. And for those people that actually, like I just said, I got my kids' accounts with Navy Federal also. For those people that have children and you got into Navy Federal and it wasn't because you personally, it was because one of your parents, please get your kids accounts with Navy Federal so that they can automatically be in their system and they don't have to go through all the loopholes that we're going through now. You can get your kids set up. And I love Navy Federal because when I talked to Navy Federal, they said, hey, your daughter's 13 now. When she turned 14 in a few months, we'll be able to give her a check-ins account. And that is really good because it's going to start teaching your kids how to manage money. So definitely get them an account right away so that your kids don't have the problems that you have. So if you get your butt in there, go ahead and get them an account right away. Okay. And that's just my advice to you. I don't know if your parents is a member that you automatically can be a member. I don't know if that's what it is or they have to be in the military or anything, but my kids are little still. My oldest is 13, so I just got her savings account through them so that I can go ahead and pay her. And when she turned 14, she can get the checkings account. So I just suggest that you guys get them an account right away. Even like my little baby got just a regular savings account with them, a custodial account. So definitely get them an account right away so they can be with Navy Federal, because it's a very great credit union, as you may know. YouTube, people just say everything, and I think that a lot of times it's different. I guess we'll go over it because uh people, I don't know how to say it, what to say about it, but then we'll go over it. Secure credit cards is okay to show up on your credit reports. A lot of people are simply trying to buy a house, buy a car, trying to get simple credit cards. And a lot of people are able to do this with having secure credit cards on their credit reports. I know some YouTubers may say that you shouldn't do it, but I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to get you some business funding or some, I don't know, maybe they're trying to get you some type of high limit credit card. So they're telling you don't get those secure credit cards. But if you're just trying to do basic things, you guys, like get some credit cards under your belt, you're trying to get a house, get a car, please start with a secure credit card, because there's no way you're going to start building your credit unless you start somewhere. So don't let that discourage you. Go ahead and get those secure credit cards. I talk a lot about how I see people with 700 credit scores and they start off with secure credit cards, and not even just these major secure credit cards, you guys. We're talking Open Sky, and we're talking Navy, Navy Federal, Discover. These cards, you guys, were building people credit to over 700. So don't let a lot of these comments discourage you and stop you from what you want to do. I want you guys to, if you got to get a secure credit card, try to get one with like Navy Federal or Discover, because those ones are going to graduate. So try to get ones with those, because you're building a relationship with that company and they're going to graduate. So don't think too hard, you guys. Go ahead and get those secure credit cards. And I say sometimes if you're going to listen to somebody, you need to fully listen to that person. Sometimes you guys are flip flopping, like, oh, this person said that, this person said that. And, you're going to these different companies. Try to just listen fully to that one person and all the advice that they have, especially if they're saying, hey, I'm going to help you get this, or I'm going to help you get that. Don't add too many extra pieces into it. Try to figure out what you have to do if you go directly with them, and then that's it. Question: should I get the self credit card? The only way I would tell people to really get that self credit card is if you guys cannot get a credit card anywhere else. If you try to get like a regular unsecured credit card and you can't get one, then I say definitely get the self credit card. And then also, if you try to get a secure credit card with Discover, Navy Federal, and Capital One, and they deny you and they say they won't even give you a secure credit card, then definitely get that self credit card. Do not get that self credit card if you're able to get an unsecured credit card from another company, because self is just a secure credit card and that's it. So that money that you're paying into your installment account, it is going to be held up within that secure credit card. It's just no point of doing that if you're able to get an unsecured credit card. So that's my thought. So look at that, see if it applied to you, and then determine whether or not you should get that self credit card. Now, the self credit card can really build your credit, but you just have to make sure that you keep that balance low on it too. Sometimes people just second guess it, but if you can't get no other credit card, and I'm telling you, you need to get a credit card, just get that self credit card and really keep pushing, you guys. Don't think too hard, because that self credit card can really change your life. And just keep the balance low on it. So if you got a $200 credit card with them, make sure that they never report more than $10 as your balance to the credit bureaus, and you'll be fine. And they're going to report that balance usually 3 to 5 days after your due date, because that's going to be your statement date. That's when they're going to report it to the credit bureaus. So just make sure you keep the balance low on it. It can really boost your credit score up. And as your credit score go up, go ahead and apply for some other credit cards.